What's going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We're going to watch the next episode of The Last of Us. Of course, joined by my incredibly sexy, handsome, beautiful, gorgeous friend, Andrew the Gordon, Agor711.
Hello, beautiful. That was nice. I know, you understood that reference.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Leave a like on this video. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching our videos. It means the world. It means a lot to have everyone here. But before we go into that reaction, we do have a sponsor today. A sponsor who I intentionally wanted to shout out on a Last of Us video because these are the perfect items for anyone to survive in the middle of an apocalypse. Or if you just want to be a cool woodsman. And that is the company Bespoke. You know what Bespoke is, Andrew? Let me tell you. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering a box of awesome top shelf goods from under the radar brands. It's free to join and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. So every month they introduce members to cool new products. I'm talking outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and more. Even live oysters. You're always asking me about live oysters, Andrew. And it's all based on a preference quiz that they fill out. So 90% of the products, they come from small brands. I like small brands, Andrew. I hope you do too. Many of which are based right here in the US of A. That's where we live, Andrew. Every box of awesome has around $70 worth of goods inside, but costs you only a fraction of the value. Now, I got 3 boxes myself, Andrew. I got 3 boxes myself. I saw this on the Bespoke side. I said, I want that. Throwing knives. That's right, baby. Look at them. And it comes with a full grain leather sheath. They're throwing knives for any skill level. 18 by 18 tough target face. So this one I saw too because I was like, this would really come in handy. It's an MH10 headlamp. Helps you not be afraid to hike at night.
When you're lost in the darkness, Greg, look for the light.
Oh, you tied it in. Thank you, Andrew. And the last one, this is one that I was like, for a guy who goes on road trips quite a lot, I really needed this one. Almost as much as I needed throwing knives. A day tripper cooler bag, and it comes with a stainless steel bottle opener as well. You'll be able to preview your box before it's shipped. What I mean by that is you'll get a box of awesome assigned to you, and before it's shipped, you'll get a preview of what's to come inside to decide if you'd like to, 1, keep it, 2, swap it for a different box, or 3, skip the month entirely for no charge. You only pay for what you want. So to get 20% off your first box of awesome, click the link in the description box and at checkout, use the code RealRejects20 or go to bespoke.com/RealRejects20. Thank you to Bespoke for sponsoring this video. Good for you guys. Holy God. Holy God. Oh, these are hunters. Oh, is this the night they escaped? Whoa. He's hearing impaired?
Either that or they're just being silent just because they don't want to get caught.
Did it feel good, betraying your neighbors to Fedra? How does it make you feel now?
Man, they really give a villain to the hunters, huh?
We could put you on trial. You're all guilty, so that's how that'll go. And you'll do some time, easy. Where is Henry? I guess they don't know. Kill them.
He's with Edelstein.
Oh.
Hey, I want our people going door to door.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. How long do you think we should wait? Should we wait a day or 2? Should we wait a week?
Door to door take a lot of men, and there are other things that probably...
He's not my 7th priority, Perry.
Come on, Perry. Get with the program.
We are not really putting them on trial. When you're done, burn the bodies. It's faster.
Oof. Damn.
Cold.
Well, losing a family member can do that to you, I guess.
They're gonna die before they get to meet Ellie.
Is he scared? Yeah.
Of course he is.
He's scared because you're scared.
He's always had to protect him.
Oh, the game music. just always properly know when to insert the music from the game.
I like seeing this because in the game, like, Henry's just so stern and disciplinary with Sam to, like, keep him alive. You get to see this really soft side. We must have overlapped with the previous episode.
This is so smart how we're getting to spend some time with Henry and Sam before they meet Joel and Ellie.
You speak sign language, don't you?
I do. My best friend is.
Oh, dealing with the reality.
Yeah.
I'll become a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This makes sense.
Clever. Oh.
Man, it's so much harder to survive in this when you're hearing impaired.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hearing Joel and Ellie off screen.
Woo. It's cool seeing it from that angle.
Duck. Yeah, I like the perspective shifts.
Yeah.
Goes specifically looking for them. Glass. Smart.
You sure you're gonna hear it?
Of course I'll hear it. That's the damn point.
We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what the next step is with something like this. So you don't hurt us, right?
That's right.
Uh-oh.
It's a weird tone, man.
That's just the way he sounds. He has an asshole voice. Joe, tell him he's okay.
Everything's great.
Dude.
I can't read your tone, man.
My name's Henry. It's my brother Sam.
Yeah.
I'm the most wanted man in Kansas City. Although right now, my guess is you're running a close second.
Yeah. They already think they're working together.
Nice switch locations as they
Where'd
mentioned.
you get these?
From Bill. He's dead.
Love how blunt she is.
How old is he?
Ha 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 ha.
He's 8.
Oh.
That's young.
I'm Ellie.
He's like 12 in the game? Yeah.
It's something like, I mean, in the game he said he was 14, and then Sam made fun of him for saying that. Or Henry did, I mean.
I'm Joel. Look. Why help us?
I saw what you did. Where you killed those men. Never killed anyone. And pointing an unloaded gun at you is the closest I've ever come to being violent. I show the way. You clear the way.
Survived this long without killing anyone? Not even infected?
Haven't heard that in a long time.
So how are we getting out?
Yeah, definitely a change from the game.
Yeah,
the game
this is the no bullshit version.
yeah.
If we get close, we get caught. So how do we get across?
It's a great plan. So what do you need me for?
Oh, there's infected. Just not on the surface. Fedra drove them underground 15 years ago and never let them come back up. You see, what I know is, it's empty.
You've been down there.
How do you know that?
No, but the Fedra guy that I worked with told me that it's clean.
Yeah.
What if there's more?
Or one of those blind ones that sees like a bat?
Wait, you ran into a clicker.
2 of them.
Is that the first time they call it clicker in the show? Yeah.
I'm Maybe, yeah.
If it gets bad down there, we turn around and run right back out the same way we came.
Oh, that's your great plan?
No, that's my dicey as plan. But as far as I could tell, it's our only shot.
I like him a lot. He's great.
They're saying they're going to help us escape.
Dope.
Right?
Well, we also saw last episode what's possibly under there. Goodness.
I like this a lot. It's extremely immediate.
You need to get out of sight.
I think it's this way.
I just love how exhausted he is from running. Plays into the age a lot more.
You ready?
Get your gun out.
She's got a smile on her face. I'm gonna shoot something. This is an exciting episode. Damn. Oh, God.
Yeah.
See? It's empty. The plan is good.
I wouldn't risk talking.
We've been down here 2 seconds. We don't know anything.
Dad's kind of a pessimist.
I'm
Not
not
my
the
dad.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. What a shot. Really make the perspective feel like trapping, you know?
Claustrophobic, too.
Yeah, I could have just said that.
Oh, the paintings.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Just like,
Huh. Nice. Nice.
Attention to detail. Yep. Yep.
No way.
No way.
No way, indeed.
I bet Ellie would like that.
Issues 4, 5, 6, 11. So cool.
It's cute.
To the edge of the universe and back. Endure. Survive. Fuck yeah, man.
Wouldn't be so bad to wait the light out a bit. Safer in shadows when we pop back out on the other side.
You can tell he's not comfortable with that. Yes! Soccer ball, yes!
Come on, what's back?
His face.
You know, I wasn't exactly telling you the truth before about me not killing someone.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
There was a man, a great man, and he was always forgiving. Have you ever met someone like that? Kind of man you'd follow anywhere. Sam, he got sick. Leukemia. There was one drug that worked. There wasn't much left of it. And it belonged to Fedra, so I gave them something big.
Oh.
That one great man.
Interest. Yeah.
I am the bad guy because I did a bad guy thing. But you get it, though. You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
Yeah. That's smart for many reasons.
That we can't get into.
All I will say.
Yeah, that's like all we're going to say. Gamers know what we're talking about, but that's all we'll say.
I do really like the guy who's playing Henry, though.
Oh, he's really good.
Feels very real.
Yeah, you feel the weight of everything on his shoulders.
He said, as long as we were together, we would be safe.
There's a soft side to the coldness.
He was so beautiful. I'm not. I never was. The last time I saw him alive, in jail, he told me to forgive.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Where is the justice in that? What is the point of that?
Very good question.
Your brother was a great man. We all loved him. He didn't change anything. You did.
That's why they follow you.
We're with you.
Good.
It's interesting that, without going into any story details at all, that they are carrying over themes from the second game.
I was thinking just that.
Oh, so they just made it through the tunnels already.
Yeah, that was fast.
Where are you gonna go?
Don't know yet.
Well, we're going to Wyoming. What? It's a huge state. It can fit 2 more people.
Maybe we just call this one a success and say our fond farewells.
No, he'll change his mind. This is how it goes. He's like, no, Ellie, never, ever. And then I'm like, I'm gonna ask you 1 million more times. Like,
A sniper.
Yep. Cool. It's at nighttime.
Yep. Change the setting of the day.
Oh, shit!
Guys, you would know better, Henry. Come on.
If you don't move, he's not gonna hit you. I'm gonna go around, try to get in the house through the back, and then I'll take him out.
but if you go out there, he's gonna kill you.
Oh.
Do you trust me?
I love how worried Ellie got for him when he said he was gonna move. The sound design on that sniper is crazy.
He is moving along briskly here. Look at him go.
Uh-huh.
Is he just alone? The sniper? He's waiting all night. Whoa, that's an old ass man.
Yeah.
Put the gun down, slide it over to me, and then stay up here for another hour.
This dude looks so familiar.
Please don't do it. Please.
But Joel's got a sniper.
Yeah. That made a lot of noise.
Anthony, hold them where they are. We're almost there.
No.
I was like, just please don't skip out on this part.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're in front? Clear them.
Oh my god, they're gonna Mad Max this shit. Holy god.
Get him,
no,
Ellie.
no need to shoot Ellie. Just run. Wow, that is terrifying.
No.
Nicely done, Joel.
Damn.
Look at that wreckage. Holy crap.
Whoa.
Thank God that happened.
Is that a rumble? They've made so much noise.
Dead end, Henry. You want to step on out? Save us some time?
Gosh, she's such a pain in the ass.
Just let the kids go.
No. Sorry.
Ugh.
I know why you did what you did, but did you ever stop to think that maybe he was supposed to die?
Man.
Well, kids die, Henry. They die all the time. You think the whole world revolves around him?
She's so annoying. What's gonna happen?
It ends the way it ends.
Oh! Let's go! Yeah! Oh, take your shot, Joel. Holy God. That is scary. Oh, you can hear all of them.
Oh.
Whoa! Wow. There's so many. Nice. Yeah. Oh, cool. Wow, this is chaotic as hell.
Whoa.
Keep her alive.
Ooh.
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh, is this it? Bloater! Whoa!
Oh! Damn!
Come on. Oh man, Bloater's gonna be right for him.
Oh! Goodbye, Jeffrey Pierce.
Probably watered a gnarly death. Oh my god, is that a child?
It looks like it.
Come on, Ellie, you got a gun.
I think she's out of ammo.
Where's Henry and Sam? Okay.
Oh, I love that POV
And,
perspective.
This is great. Wow, what a scary ass situation to be in.
Oh!
Yeah!
Ellie!
She used the knife. Damn. Man, you gotta be a really confident shot to make sure you don't shoot Ellie. Where'd that bloater go?
Stop!
This fucking woman, man.
Oh! Ugh. Ah!
Good.
Oh, there's the bloater. Damn.
Wow, that is like a World War Z effect. Whoa.
Never in the game did we see that many
He didn't throw any.
spores.
That was a night, wasn't
You
it?
think they'll be okay?
It's easier when you're a kid anyway.
Is it?
You don't have anybody else relying on you.
I guess we're doing a good job then. Endure and survive. That shit's redundant.
Yeah, it's not great. Look, I don't know exactly how I'm getting to Wyoming. I'm probably walking. You know, if you want to.
Yeah.
Aww.
The bond.
Oh, it's like he's waiting to hear that.
New day, new start.
Aww.
Do I not look scared?
This kid is a really good actor.
I'm scared. All the time. Scorpions.
That's a fear before the apocalypse. People have.
Is it still you inside?
Oh, he's gonna tell her.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
What a change.
Oh.
Wow.
My blood is medicine.
Oh, this is so sad.
Oh my god. It's worth a try.
That's True.
This is a really interesting angle.
Oh, that is so heartbreaking. She just wants to heal him. Oh.
This is even more gut wrenching.
I promise. Promise.
God damn, and he freaking invited them to my home to get everything.
Hey.
Oh.
Holy shit.
You okay? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Give me the gun.
Oh my god.
Give me the gun, Henry. Give me the gun.
And Ellie probably really thought it worked too, huh? Shit, just his whole world shattered, Henry. That was harsh.
Which way's west?
Kind of does feel out of Logan. Oh. Oh boy. What'd you think, Andrew? I'll just kick it off. Kick it off. I'm kicking them off. You kick it off.
I thought it was a really well-paced jumble of emotion episode where you know the tone was really well balanced, and just, I mean, there were moments of exhilaration from the action to just more moments of heart wrench, and then moments of bond. And I really love the angle too. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot of different things, but I really love the angle they went out with Sam and Ellie. I mean, it was a little bit different perspective. To me, how I felt in the game was Sam kind of had a little bit of a crush on Ellie, and you know, that was, and that's at least how I took it.
Definitely.
But I thought the
Well, he talks in the game.
yeah, oh yeah, that too. But I thought this was really unique, you know, having him being hearing impaired, and you know, they had more of an older sister, little brother type of bond, and it was very heartfelt, and I really appreciated the chemistry between Belly and Sam, and I thought the scenes were just so emotional. And I also love how you pointed out too that, you know, Henry had a little bit, because in the game he's very stern, very strict. Understandably so. He doesn't want anything to happen to Sam in a post-apocalyptic world. We can all understand that. But seeing the softer side of their relationship, I thought it was really endearing, and I appreciated seeing that. But there were just a lot of different things. I know you mentioned that Kathleen was very annoying, and I agree. There were moments where I'm like, damn it, why do you keep interrupting here? And I get it, but I did think, you know, they did a good job of at least making me feel empathetic towards her. I mean, I did feel for her. I feel terrible that, you know, Sam had to make the moral decision, like, hey, do I give up this man that I really deeply care for and respect, and you know, he's a big part of this resistance movement that's going to help us from Fedra, but it's to save my world, my brother, which I'm not going to go into possible foreshadowing, but I just think it was a really interesting moral dilemma to give us. That's something from the game we didn't really get to see much of from Henry. I mean, it was just more of a, hey, let's go out of this, let's get out of Pittsburgh situation. I'm going to do whatever it takes to save my brother. That's the extent of what we got from Henry in the game. So I think they made him a much more, in my opinion, three-dimensional character in this episode, and I really appreciated, the layers that they gave this character. And I thought the actor who played, I mean, I think that all the actors did a great job in this episode. But the actor who played Henry, he was great. You could see how broken he was from the decision he had to make, but again, you could empathize with his decision because he was saving his brother's life. So I thought they did a lot of really interesting angles, and we got a fucking bloater.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome. Oh, man. They really nailed it with that. I know it was a little sad that he didn't throw the spores or whatever, but whatever. I mean, it was so cool to see a bloater in live action.
Yeah, great.
That was awesome. But, yeah, no, I mean, this was a great episode, and also seeing, the Belly and Joel relationship getting more fleshed out. I really appreciate that. Just, again, little nuances and moments like where, the sniper is cornering them and Joel is saying, I'm going to go around here. And Ellie's like, no, you could get hit. Like, just little things like that. It just adds a big, layer to their relationship. And I like how it's slowly being fleshed out. It's just, I'm so invested in those two. They're so good together.
Yeah. I mean, like the Last of Us video game, the first one, is pretty short.
Yes.
For a video game.
In comparison to the second one, too.
Yeah, but it's still longer than 9 episodes of television will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's still going to be longer than that. Because so much of the storytelling does advance as part of the game. Like, if you only watch just the cutscenes, there's story that's intertwined in like a lot of the dialogue where you're like, that's what they say in the game. That's happening while you're doing gameplay a lot of the time. So, it's like you can't like infuse everything into here, understandably so. And I think that the themes that they lead with that resonate so strong of, the consequences of what we do for love. And, they start talking about forgiveness here. And so much of the world of Last of Us, it just primarily, I think, deals with the topic of consequences, like having this thing with Henry where he made a choice, and now there's just massive consequences to it, and it's just so Last of Us. It's so Last of Us and so Neil Druckmann, like,
oh, for sure,
to have. Because it's like, of course, I remembered that in the game, obviously, Sam does get attacked, and but he keeps it a secret.
Yes,
and
I like this.
And then Henry ends up having to kill his brother, and then we'll say unalives himself because YouTube's sensitive about a certain word. But the way it went down here did have a little bit more of a realistic approach. But yeah, it does have that thing about I think that Neil Druckmann sometimes likes to refuse of, how can we break their hearts more? Of, hey, let's have Joel welcome them to go to Wyoming a moment before we learn that Sam's infected. Hey, Sam will keep infected, but let's have him tell Ellie and have Ellie hope that her blood will actually cure this guy.
That was a really interesting angle. I'd love that.
Yeah, it does add that dimension to it, because the show has an interesting contrast to the game, because in some ways you spend more time with Henry and Sam in the game, but in a lot of ways you get to know Henry and Sam a lot more in the show.
Absolutely.
Within this 1 hour episode that they have. So it's very interesting how they do that, because what's up?
No. I was listening.
No, I felt like you wanted to say something. I want you to be able to say stuff, Andrew.
No. Keep going.
All right, I think I'll keep going. Anyway, yeah, they have. So I like what they're doing with Henry, and I liked what they did with Henry and Sam here a lot, and how like the encounters that Joel has. I think there's like I think the arc. You guys obviously, even if you haven't played the game, I think the obvious arc of Joel getting in touch with his fatherhood side while bonding with Ellie is extremely apparent, even if you haven't played. Right?
You just spoiled it for me, man.
Like that's obvious. And what I'm liking is this sort of nomad approach that the show's taking, with this wanderer, where as you're on the roads of travels, you have an encounter like, oh, he gets this letter from Bill, and that affects him, and that kind of plays into that arc. he encounters Henry and Sam, and through dialogue exchanges that he has there, that affects him, that plays into that arc. And I think that's really neat how they develop that, because you don't have as much time as a game. So they find ways of, okay, well, how can we make certain scenes more substantial? So that way we can still have that desired effect that we're looking for. Because I've never, it took 5 episodes for me to get here. 5 in total, where I found myself going, oh, you skipped over some stuff that I really would have liked to have seen in live action.
The tunnel scene.
I mean, yeah, the tunnel scene, and just some like overall sneaking sequences. You know, like it's like significantly more complex. You know, when he's having to sneak to the sniper.
Yeah,
and there's like a whole bunch of people and stuff.
Yeah,
there. I'm like, okay, you kind of just like ran back there and got up there.
Yeah.
You know, and so I do find myself this was the first episode where I would find myself actually thinking that way more than the Bill and Frank episode, because for some reason, I think it's because in the Bill and Frank episode there was almost like nothing that was from the game, so it didn't really make me think about the game when I was watching that episode. Whereas here there was stuff where I was like really thinking about the game, and then I found myself kind of missing some stuff that they skipped out on. So it does have to be a little bit of a mental check for myself to go, that's different. That's the game. This is the show. How is the show doing it? And I thought show was handling it really well, because I actually think the way the sequence went, like when he shot, when Henry had to kill his brother here, I like how he doesn't have time to think about it, you know. They don't play into this like big rumination conflict of like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It's just like such a fraught, tense situation that it's like it's all off instinct in that moment, and and then it's a realization of like, what have I done? Which is kind of like how it does in the game, but it's played with, it was something that felt more realistic to me in this scenario. So yeah, I think that they really hit it here. The one thing I'll say is, the thing with Kathleen, there's just something about her that I wasn't truly interested in, and I have no idea. Like, it was one of those things where, yeah, you're doing all the things that I would like a show to do. If you're bringing in this character and you're fleshing them out, you're giving them more humanity, you're giving them more layers. It was this weird thing for me where I found myself going, I feel like on paper, everything to make me click with this idea of having this character here and what you're doing should make me interested in her, but I'm really not. I have no idea why I just wasn't in tune. I don't know if it was the performance. I don't like the dog performers, but I don't know if it was the performance. It just was something that I preferred it when you would just check in with her and she was like just a villain, and like with the tinge of humanity, like the last episode where you could tell like, oh, this is rooted in the pain of losing her brother. Yeah, like that stuff. But
I did really like that scene though with her and Jeffrey Pierce explaining about, you know, the forgiveness and her brother and all that, and saying I don't care about that, because it does play a lot into some themes that I can't go into of foreshadowing about revenge and losing your humanity and just what that can do to you. So I did, you know, from that perspective, it was told Neil Druckmann, told The Last of Us. I appreciate it from that perspective, but I hear what you're saying. You're just more used to seeing her as a stalker for Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men. So
must be like, you're not funny. What's going on here?
Yeah, no, I mean, I
no,
get
you
where
see,
you're coming
but
from,
that's
though.
the thing with that. It was that scene when it really hit me, when I'm like, I really feel like I should be more interested in what's happening, but I kind of just want to cut back to the other stuff right now. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But and to your point,
I didn't find her believable. I mean, if I have to be really honest, like I guess I just didn't find her all that believable.
No, there were points too where I was agreeing with you. Was a little like, this character is annoying, but again, I understood her motivations. I could sympathize with her. I get where she's coming from. I can't say, you know, if someone. Again, we know that Henry didn't murder her brother, but he basically like laid him out in the lamb, you know, to Fedra. So I get where her anger stems from. I could understand that from a character perspective, but I get what you're saying. There were just times where you're like, all right, I'm kind of done with this. Checked out. I just want to go back to Henry, Sam, Joel, and Belly, and let's get hopefully a bloater in here somewhere. So I could sympathize with what you're saying. But to what you were saying earlier, you made a really good point because we definitely got. It felt like, at least in the video game, when it comes to Sam and Henry, we got to spend more time with them, at least because there's an extended tunnel sequence that we got like maybe 5 minutes here.
Yeah. And then sneaking around the guards.
Yeah, and sneaking around the guards.
There's a whole bunch of shit.
But so I get where you're totally right when it comes to that. But again, I appreciate that we got more character moments. We got to know them more. And that's what I loved. What I've loved that whole tunnel sequence. Hell yeah. Probably would have cost a lot of money too to include those sequences. So I get where they're taking shortcuts, and I appreciate what Neil Druckmann said. Like, hey, if it makes sense in our story, we're going to stick exactly to the game for the most part. If it's something that we can improve upon, we're going to do that. And for the most part, they've pretty much nailed that down. I've loved everything that they've included or got rid of. I can appreciate what you're saying in terms of that snipe, because in the game, that sniper sequence. There's so much I mean, when you got just the few guys coming out after you, and then I mean, it takes a good 5 to 10 minutes, even if you're really good at that game, to get in there. And I'm not saying we needed to spend that much time. But
yeah, in the game, you're Joel, and you're trying to get Henry, Sam, and Ellie to get to you.
Yeah,
and you have to keep shooting down bad guys that keep coming.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I do like the changes overall throughout the what is that, 5 episodes we watched? Throughout the 5 episodes, I think they've made smart changes and expanded where they need to. And again, the whole angle of
I still love the episode.
Oh, yeah, no. You hated it, Greg. No. And if you have. And I'm not calling nitpicks, but if things that like, hey, I was thinking about this in the game. No, it's fair. You're making fair points, and it's better.
I can't be the only one.
Yeah, no, for sure. But and I mean the action, like finally we got a really action-packed episode. I mean, I know we got at the beginning of episode 4, we got to see Joel and Belly like unloading on the hunters, but the action we got, like, I mean, at least for me, I don't remember ever in the game that many amount of infected coming at once. So
it's like I like that because it was like a hive mind was just building up in there, just waiting to break out. And so it's like a cool crescendo of sorts. And I like the ironic part of it was these guys who pushed them all into the tunnels, and now it's come back to swallow them.
Yeah, and we saw that foreshadowing obviously at some point in the last episode. We saw the rumble, and we're like, oh, is that what we think it is? Yeah. So,
and because she didn't prepare for it,
because she was so
in revenge.
Makes sense.
The consequence came back to eat her alive.
Literally and figuratively speaking. And the imagery too. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but the imagery reminded me a lot of Stephen Summers' The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, when the scarabs just come out, and like you said, it just reminded me a lot of that. So, but. No, overall, great episode. I really liked the 2 actors who played Henry and Sam. That was, obviously I was already emotionally invested in the characters from the game, but obviously different thing seeing him on the TV show. And right away in one episode I was hooked. I love the way they inserted the nonlinear storytelling from the beginning back to their perspective from what was happening in the last episode. It reminded me a lot of Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, the end of Man of Steel, and then seeing it from Bruce Wayne's perspective at the beginning of Batman vs Superman, just seeing those different perspectives intertwining rather. So I thought that was a really neat and interesting touch. But overall, I love this episode. It really did a good job of just balancing so many different things. You felt exhilarated from the action. You felt really heartbroken and gut-wrenched from not only what happened to Sam and Henry, but like you could tell with Belly that it really like not only broke her a little bit, that she just started bonding not only with Sam and Henry, but she thought like she had something that could save him, and then just the heart wreck of not being able to. Yeah. So it's just
she feels like she's got to have more of a purpose to what's happening.
Absolutely. Right. So I thought this episode just did a great job of hitting on so many different levels, from action to emotion to heartbreak to it was just and really well paced. It was just a very exhilarating episode that I really appreciated and loved.
I know the trailer without. Be very careful. I know the trailer because they mentioned the character Riley in the first episode, and I know the trailer shows you Riley, like she's credited on IMDb. Mm-hmm. So you got to see what's happened with Riley. What was that whole story, right? Like they got to explore that at some point in the show, and I'm trying to figure out how to formulate my words in saying this. I think like the story of Riley that they hinted at in the first one, in the first episode, it was neat to see that they still infused the whole thing of Sam and Ellie bonding, and it kind of reminds me of what I remember from the stuff with Riley and Gabe. So I guess that's the best non-spoiler way.
I'm just,
you know what I mean.
I don't know how to formulate without spoiling, so I'm just gonna say I agree with you.
Yeah.
But
and because of that, that even added to a layer for that. That was one of the crazy benefits of having played the game, is because of that. That even makes the bonding with, Sam even more heartbreaking.
True.
Yeah. That's all. I mean, that's about it.
I'm not, guys.
Yeah.
That was, I gotta tell you, that was beyond entertaining. Watching Greg like just really carefully, like, how do I want to say this without really spoiling too much? That was good, dude.
That was hard.
That was
That was hard. Like,
I know we
how
gotta
do
be.
I explain
I know
this?
we gotta be careful because we've already been accused a few times of spoiling stuff just from the most ridiculous things. But
yeah, but
so-
no, it's this in particular one was great, and
yeah.
I don't understand why Perry. I look at Perry to the Jeffrey Pierce.
Yeah.
he
just run and
he just was like, "That bloater's coming for me. I better run."
Dude, come on. Jeffrey Pierce is like, I gotta have an epic death by Bloater.
I imagine it felt like that kind of thing where it's like, if I'm going to be in this show, you better give me an epic death.
I would, hell yeah, for sure. But
Because-
from a
because it was like-
from a character's perspective, like it's a damn Bloater. Like run, dude, run,
Oh yeah, it's like, dude, run.
or throw some fire at it. One of the two.
But yeah, I'm like, he's gonna get rid of you in a second. This bloater, like, if you're not like buying her much time, man. That was crazy. That was a crazy sequence. It was a cool crescendo of a whole array of all these kind of crazy things. But
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and just really quick from that final trailer we got, where we got to see the Bloater, and we saw a few infected like coming out from the fire of that house. I didn't think there was going to be this many infected, so that was a nice.
Yeah, it
there
was
was
a
a lot,
swarm,
There
man.
was there were a lot of nice surprises in this episode. So I was really happy from a gamer perspective and from just good damn episode of television. I was really happy.
I do think that sometimes, I think even from like a television stamp, sometimes it is a little bit challenging to assess. Like the only thing I can do is be honest about it. Sometimes it can be challenging to assess, like, how would I feel about this moment without the game, right? Because sometimes it does feel like there were parts of the pacing that did feel off to me at times during this episode, and I'm not. And the thing is, like, I'm not entirely sure if it's just because I'm like, does this feel like a cut down version of what I know?
I think that's what it was, because I was kind of thinking in my head, okay, wow, the tunnel sequence was really cut down, and then the going right to the sniper.
There's like
so-
build up to stuff, and then
Yeah.
then there's not much tension, and
Yeah.
then it's like there's this
I
whole
get what you're
swarm
saying.
of people. Then they just find a place to like it just cuts to them. They're hiding someplace, you know.
I get what you're saying.
Because sometimes I get the impression this show has the approach of like, I don't want any fat, no fat here, no fat, like no bullshit here, no fat. And then there are other times I'm like, well, now I feel like we kind of just skip to the scene or just rush to this moment.
But
But it was only in this episode where I felt that at like certain points.
right. It's not like the whole thing. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like very, very minimal certain points. But yeah, because I found it interesting when you made the comment when they were outside after the tunnel, like, oh, they're out of the tunnel. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're outside. Okay, we're at the sniper scene. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
'Cause even the sniper scene kind of went fast. Like, oh, they introduced this whole thing. I was like, I'm wondering, like, okay, if I was just watching this
without the game.
without the game,
Yeah.
like from I feel like I would feel the same way, honestly, especially even in the sniper scene. Like, that went by pretty fast. And he kind of got up there pretty, like, oh, this is a problem. No, not really. He kind of just like ran
Yeah.
to the left and ran up there.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
In the game, it felt like not an impossible task, but you really felt the danger of the situation. Not that we didn't feel
felt
the
like
danger
an
here.
obstacle, and this didn't feel like an obstacle here.
It felt like the Avengers fighting Ultron. It just felt really easy.
Yeah, that seemed like he's like, it's dark, it's not a problem. And it literally just like a minute later he's up there, you know. And so yeah, there were
I get what
parts
you're
of
saying.
this where I did feel like this episode for some reason had the most the times when I was most aware of the editing.
Yeah.
When I haven't had that at all, actually, at all with the first 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the one where I
Eh.
like. While I love the episode, still, this was the first episode of the 5 where I was like, I'm finding some. This is the first time that I have a little bit of criticisms for things that just didn't really jive with me. But yeah.
But we still loved it, guys. That doesn't mean we didn't love it. We
Yeah,
still,
no, I
we
mean,
still loved it.
I'm like, I have some qualms, and I would like to address them in this particular episode because that's why we're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts down below. What did you think about the episode? Did you think it was perfect? What did you love? What did you not love? Tell us. Tell everyone. Last but not least, let's end this with a. Michael B. Omni Media. Ladies and gentlemen, I happen to know that this guy is a great friend of mine, and he's someone who I'd like to join the Reject Nation, by the way. I'd like him to just be part of the channel, but he lives in Virginia. So we're trying to sort some things out. That's a real thing that we've been working on, putting it out there to the public. Why? Well, go check out his channel, Omni Media. Fantastic reaction channel. He's covering the Rocky movies. He's never seen them before.
I haven't either.
What?
Yep, only Rocky Balboa. It's the only one I've seen.
That's where you start. And then you kind of just throw out some names in a hat and you go, I guess I'm watching Rocky 3 next.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing that. He's doing The Last of Us, and he covers a whole bunch of things, and he really knows his shit. And so I really think that if you like reaction channels, Michael B is someone who I think deserves a lot more recognition, and he's great at what he does. His commentary is on point. His editing is on point. So I would really love it if you guys made it this far. Yeah, go show support to Michael B. All right, guys. Omni Media is his YouTube channel name. It spells it OMN1. Weird way to spell it. You'd be in the search more because everyone's typing in Omni. Anyway, all right. See ya.